Good afternoon, everyone. Have you heard that cybersecurity can impact your user performance? Have you heard that cybersecurity can actually slow down your business? Can we have a different security model that can actually accelerate your business than not slowing it down? So the presentation today is to show you how a zero trust platform or zero trust architecture can actually accelerate your security digital transformation. The current architecture that we have today is based on a trusted and untrusted network. It's what we call the castle and moat architecture. So basically what we've been doing for all these years, we've been building a network where we host the applications, and we've been giving access to this network to give access to the application. That's how we securely connect users, applications, devices to applications. So currently we are going through three types of transformation. We are going to application transformation, which is powered by the cloud and DevOps. To support this application transformation, we are going through a network transformation. And finally, last but not least, we are going through a security transformation. Why a security transformation? Because this new application transformation brings additional risk. So if you think about the cloud, it's a very powerful tool, but at the same time, it's a very dangerous tool. Last month, Japanese car manufacturer just announced that they lost 260,000 data records from customers because of a cloud misconfiguration. So you need a new way to adapt the security to this secure digital transformation. If you look at the typology of an attack today, you can summarize the attack in 4 steps. The first step is the attacker might find you, right? They will find you, they will find your network, and they will try to penetrate that network. So if you have an attack surface, it's easier to find you. Then eventually they will compromise you. They will phish you. They will make you download malwares. And once you're compromised, they will move laterally inside your network to finally exfiltrate data. That's exactly what happened for ransomware. So the security model we have in place today, where we extend network to branches, where we extend network to cloud applications, is not relevant anymore. So I'll present you the Zero Trust Exchange architecture. So the idea is, why don't we use cloud as well to secure the cloud? So we provide this exchange, which is available all over the world. And the first thing we do is we connect resources like user, devices, applications to this exchange. First thing I'm going to do is terminate the connection. I will use a proxy architecture to terminate that connection. And finally, go through different steps before I give access to the final application. So first step, I verify identity. Who is the user? From which department is it from? Is it a partner or is it a corporate user? Then what is the destination? Is it a SaaS application? Is it a private application? Is the destination is a phishing website? Or maybe the destination is just a corporate SaaS applications. So by having all this information, I can then assess the risk. I assess also the risk by looking at the user behavior. I can, inside my exchange, have honeypots. So if the user connects to honeypots, most likely it's a compromised user. If the user is suddenly trying to download a lot of data from SaaS application like Salesforce, it's a strange behavior. So having all this information, including the device posture, I can then take an action. What are the 2 actions I can take? Obviously, I can block the access to the application, and I can give access to the application. So I can also limit the access to the application in the sense that, for example, this user can access the application but cannot download data. He cannot upload data. Or I will put the user in an isolated browser, so he's limited in what he can do in the application. Finally, if I give access to the application, I want to make sure I give access to the application and not to the network. So unlike VPN and firewalls, unlike network or trusted network, I will make sure I connect the user to the application, not to the network, so there is no lateral movement that are possible. So if we focus on user, and if you think about the existing architecture you have today. You have today like trusted architecture, trusted zone, untrusted zone, and plenty of security controls made by firewalls, secure web gateway, VPN, or whatever. If you think about it, this is not only more secure, but it also provides you cost reduction. How does it provide cost reduction? Because you can consolidate all the security control in a single platform. At the same time, because it's a cloud architecture, you can connect the user to the application regardless of the location of the user and regardless of the location of the applications. So it's fully agnostic of the network. So let me give you 2 examples of how some companies leverage this platform to enable their business rather than slowing it down. So for example, a company, manufacturing company that is about 200,000 users was acquiring from 10 to 20 companies per year. The issue is, how do we connect these companies together? How do we connect the IT system together if we need to connect them to a network? That's very complicated. So they took like months or years to integrate the companies. By leveraging this, actually, they reduced the time to give access to application from company A to company B and from company B to C by weeks instead of months or years. What they realize as well is, why do I need a private network if I can leverage this architecture to give access to my applications? Why do I need SD-WAN? Why do I need MPLS? So they finally reduced by 76% the cost of the private network by using the platform. The second example I have is a retailer. So they want to accelerate the time to market and they want to expedite the creation of new shops and new stores. By using this, you will avoid having hardware in your stores and you can expedite the opening of the store and getting the revenue much faster. I will conclude by explaining you that this model actually can bring you some cost reduction. If you think about the existing model where you have plenty of appliances in your data center, you are not really able to move them to the cloud or to move them to every branches. So the idea is by consolidating all the security components inside this platform and giving secure access from users to application using that platform, you can actually consolidate cost, you can optimize the performance, and you can also optimize your operations. If you want to give a quick access to an application using the platform, instead of using firewalls, secure web gateway, and so on, it's going to be much faster and much more efficient. With this, I will thank you. Obviously, we are there for a demo. Thank you very much for listening.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Repain, right there for that illuminating presentation, powered by Zscaler through WestCon. Definitely changing the way we look at and utilize the cloud in cybersecurity applications. We have to move past the castle and moat model, as he says, and harness the power of zero trust architecture. So there you go. Thank you so much, sir, for that presentation once again.